Okay, it's recording. All right, we're going to go ahead and just do a screen share. And we'll go ahead and play. Oh, look how pretty this is, you guys. This is our Team Femme Fatale, September 10th team call. And Angie is Emerald today. Congratulations, Angie. That's awesome. That's amazing. And then just hopefully everyone knows we're doing a coach open house starting Monday. So everyone should be inviting now. I've already posted this. I did also create an event so that people can see that I have an event going and it's a public event. The reason I do that is so that if someone clicks join on the event, their friends will see it and their friends can click join as well. You guys are totally welcome to do that. What we will be doing is we will just be adding them into a group. We already have a couple different coach sneak peek groups set up. So we'll just use one of the groups we already have set up and add people in on that. Like we'll add them in probably Sunday night and then we'll start everything Monday morning. So we'll get that going. But feel free, if you guys want to use this post and then just put your picture over top of mine, totally feel free to do that. I don't even mind. Oh, and our goal is for everyone to have at least 2 coach prospects in the group. So this is a good time right now. If like I'm done, well, I have a challenge group it's done this week. Like my free challenge group is done. And I still have about 3 weeks until my next challenge group starts. So this is a good time for me to start inviting to say, hey, you guys want to learn more about coaching? I've got this coaching group. So it's not so awkward saying, hey, do you want to join my next challenge group? It's like 3 weeks away. This is an easy one to start inviting to. So tonight, we're actually talking about how to get out of a funk. I know there's a lot of people in our team that are just saying, I'm burnt out, I'm kind of in a funk, I'm not exactly sure what to do. So I talked with Shauna and Sydney and I'm like, all right, we got to do something for our team because it seems like a lot of you guys are struggling. And we talked about the 3 vital behaviors. I think this is something we all know that we're supposed to be doing and we don't do it. We don't do something. We don't do all 3 of them. And there are things that are simple to do. They're easy to do. It's the things that are easy to do that we just don't do because they're so easy to do it. How can it be so effective if it's so easy? So we decided actually, because the 3 of us struggle with this as well, you guys. The 3 of us struggle with making sure we're doing the 3 vital behaviors. And so we actually each picked the vital behavior that we struggle with the most. So you guys, I'm going to be talking about inviting. This is what I struggle with the most. I struggle with inviting. I'll be completely upfront and honest. I hate putting myself out there and talking to people and saying, hey, do you want to come join my challenge group? Because I still have that fear of them saying, no, why would I want you to coach me? Like, who are you? You know, I still have that little bit of a fear. Like, I know it's all a mental thing, but it's still there. And so it's really hard for me to get past sometimes. So I was watching just something that I found on YouTube. And this is something that I forget. I forget a lot of times to use this. And to start, I know we've talked, and hopefully you guys have seen this before, but what we're supposed to do when we start reaching out to people, the reason that we're supposed to do reach outs and just start a conversation is because we're forming them. And form, actually, each of these letters stands for something. And it's how you're supposed to be guiding your conversation. So when you first reach out to someone, like say I reach out to Shauna. Shauna's just a friend. I reach out to her and just say, hey, how is it going? How are you doing? I'm going to form Shauna. So the first thing I would do is I would say, how is your family? I would start talking with her about her family. Then we would talk about occupation, then recreation, and then message. So we're going to just get into a little bit of each of these. Like this actually, if we use this, it makes it so much easier to actually guide our conversation the way we want it to go. So the first one, like family, asking someone about their kids, their family, their husband, their fur babies if they don't have kids, like their dogs. Just start talking to them about the pictures that you see on Facebook. Their little kids. I've done this to so many people who are actually in our team now. And just going through it, like Carly, actually, I think Carly was one that I started forming, and I saw she has the most adorable girls. Hopefully you guys have seen her pictures of her girls, but her girls are absolutely beautiful. And I remember just talking with her, and she had posted a picture. I think her kids' school had done a jogathon. And so I started asking about her kids' jogathon, just some things like that. That's what gets the conversation started. If you start talking with someone about their family, they're going to answer back. Like 90% of the time, they're going to answer back, and they like to talk about their family. People like to talk about things that they love. Occupation. This is like when you're going on a date. So you can almost pretend like you're on a date, like almost a blind date with these people. Like you know them mostly. Some of these people you might not even know. Maybe there's someone who joined your clean eating challenge group. But this is a really good way. Like just think of it like you're on a blind date. Just start asking them about their job, what they do for a living. I know there's a lot of people that I've worked with that are teachers. Teachers, they love to share their knowledge with other people. They are great coach material. So just a heads up, FYI, you guys, if you guys work with teachers, they make great coaches. And they'll make a lot more money probably actually being a coach than they would being a teacher. Just because they have a teacher's heart. And that's what all of us, we are actually teachers. We are teaching other people how to eat right, how to make sure they're feeding their family nutritiously, how to get their workouts in, how to fit them in during the day. So this is something that's a really good thing to talk with them about, and just a really good way to connect with people. Okay, the next is recreation. This is where you're actually going to start finding what you have in common with people. Find out what they like to do. What do they do in their off time? What are things you have in common? Maybe, if someone starts talking and they say, oh, well, this is what I like to do. This is what I like to do in my time. You can figure out how you can relate that, or how you can bring that in common with you. If maybe, let's say someone tells me, oh, well, when I'm home from work, I really like to take my dogs on a walk. That's what I really like to do. I like to play with my dogs. Well, I don't have dogs. So how am I going to relate that to me? I can talk about the dog that I used to have. Oh, we really liked taking our dog on a walk. Or, oh, that's awesome that your dogs are really good on their leash. I hated taking my dog because he tried to run everywhere. Just start connecting with people and figuring out what you have in common. And then at the end, after you've connected and you have this connection, that's when you can invite them to do a challenge. Invite them to do whatever you have coming up, whether it's learning about coaching, whether it's your free clean eating challenge group that you have, or maybe you you're not quite feeling it, that, you want to invite them for your monthly challenge. So invite them to follow you on Instagram. Just say, hey, I'm posting a lot of really, a lot of recipes on Instagram. Why don't you just follow me on Instagram? Just invite them to come along on your journey, or invite them to do your challenge group. One of the things I was listening to talked about how we are not the only people who actually use our warm market and our warm market is our friends and our family, basically people on Facebook. We are not the only career to actually go to our warm market for help. Most people do. Just think about real estate agents. When someone first becomes a real estate agent, who do they go to? They go to their friends, they go to their family, and they ask for references. Hey, if you know anyone selling a house, let me know, send them my way. I would love to help them. If you're selling a house, let me help you. I'd love to help you. That's a monetary transaction, just like selling a challenge pack. It's not any different. What about the little Girl Scouts? Girl Scouts, they're coming to you. They're wanting you to spend your money. It's the same thing. Like what we do, just because we don't have to have a college degree for this, doesn't mean that we can't go and ask people to join our challenge group and to spend money. And I think a lot of times that's where we get stuck. We're like, oh, I don't want to ask them to spend money though. Like we don't feel like we're worth it. Tasha, your little girl, she's so cute. We don't feel worth it sometimes. And I think that's something that we have to get past. Like we're darn good coaches. We need to get paid for what we do. We need to get paid for helping people with their weight loss and everything. And we need to be okay with saying, hey, this is what my challenge group consists of. This is what I require for it. I've had people tell me before, well, I can't afford Shakeology. And I know there are some coaches that say, oh, okay, well, you can do my group anyway. I don't do that because if they purchase a program that's $60, we all know how much commission that is. That's like $15 commission. And helping them for multiple months, we're not getting paid squat for that, you guys. Where, yes, if they end up, doing the Shakeology and we're getting paid the $30 every single month, that's more worth it. Just because we should get paid for what we're doing. We should get paid for the help that we're doing. Plus, they're feeding their body really nutritiously. That is something we want to encourage. So I don't want you guys to feel like I don't want you guys to feel bad for having requirements for your challenge groups and requiring people to be on Shakeology. I know some people in our group don't require it, and I'm not saying you have to, but I think if you're not, you are selling yourself short. So that, and then if they don't decide to join right away, keep engaged with them. Just keep liking their pictures, commenting on their stuff. Don't keep inviting them. Don't invite them every single month. Hey, I've got a new challenge group. Come and join me this time. Don't. Sometimes they will come back to you if they're ready, but just keep engaged with them. Like, let it go for a while. Maybe, invite them if you've invited them, in January, you can invite them in May. That's okay, but every single month, like, that's where you have to end up moving on to someone else. And don't keep inviting the same people over and over. So that's what I had to talk about. And then what is the next vital behavior? Being proof of the product, right? Is that you, Shauna?
Yes.
All right. Want to take it?
Sure. I don't have any snazzy slides. You failed to communicate that to me.
Oh, no. This was this was not very long ago.
It's cool if you want to look cooler than Sydney and I. It's cool.
Oh, yeah. No. This was my way of no, with something else today, Shauna.
Okay, so normally I don't struggle with this vital behavior, but the last couple months I definitely have. And so when Becky came to Sydney and I and said, choose the one that you struggle with the most, surprisingly, it was not inviting. That's normally my struggle. But right now I can invite all day long, but to work out, it just sounds like yuck to me. So the reason why being a product of the product is super important is because how can you sell something that you're not doing yourself, that you're not sold on yourself? I mean, if you're not drinking Shakeology, how can you say, hey, I require Shakeology to get into my challenge groups? I don't drink it every day. I mean, it's not that good. I can't really tell you about the health benefits because I'm not really experiencing them right now because I'm not drinking it. Or, hey, do these programs. I'm not really doing them right now, which has kind of been me lately. I mean, I'll work out, but it's like 2 times a week, 1 or 2 times a week. It's not every single day. It's hit or miss, and I'm making excuses. So we need to be products of the product so that we can talk about what we're doing. If you're working out, like you're able to make videos and take pictures of yourself working out and share about Insanity Max 30 or 21 Day Fix or whatever it is, whatever program it is that you're doing. And that's the program you're trying to sell at that particular time. And Shakeology, if you're drinking it, you're seeing the benefits. You have something to talk about if you're drinking it. And so that's like the main reason, I guess, why it's important to be a product of the product, but I have found myself over the last couple months that if I'm not working out, I'm not as confident. If I'm not working out, I'm a lot less motivated, which I have been a lot less motivated lately. I'm not working my business quite like I have been in the past. And it's because I'm not motivated. It's because I'm not happy and I'm not getting that endorphin release. And so for me, like the drinking the Shakeology and the working out, yes, it's important because that's how we can talk about it and sell it and be a product of the product. But for me lately, and I don't know, this might be the same for you guys, but lately it has been a confidence issue for me. And when I'm working out, I'm confident. I know that I can sell a product because I'm doing it and I have lots to talk about. And I work my business more, and it's just crazy what like a little half-hour workout can do for your entire day, you guys. Like I'm living proof right now that the last 2 days I've gotten my workout in, and the last 2 days I have invited. I have done all the 3 vital behaviors. I feel like a rock star. My posts are on par. Like it makes a huge difference. So if you're not a product of the product to be able to sell them and talk about them and have like a real testimony of them, at least do it to have some confidence, so that you do have the guts to invite. Like literally when I am working out, I feel like a bad A. I do. And I feel like I can conquer all of these invites that are kind of scary. And I want to listen to my personal development because not only do I want to exercise my body, but I want to exercise my mind. And I want to talk to people and I want to talk about the products and I want to sell them. So that is why I think just being a product of the product is like hugely important. One, so that you can sell the products and have a testimony of them. And two, just so you can have some freaking confidence just to get through your workday, because what we do, like you guys, it's kind of not easy. It takes confidence to be able to talk to people and invite them. And I don't know, what you're feeling is going to shine out through you. And if you're working out, you're going to feel good. I don't have any slides.
That's fine.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, good. I was nervous after last week's fiasco. So I don't have slides either. Becky, you probably should have gone last.
No.
My slides, I'm really like dyno untech savvy. I've learned a lot since Beachbody, but it's still majority paper and pen for me. So I have personal development. And like Shauna, like this is not something that I have always struggled with. Like I used to be really good at it, but lately, of course, we're all like in a funk. I don't know what's going on. It's like the forces are against us or something. I started this week because Becky, she's like, hey, listen, we need to figure out what we can share with our team and bonus points if you choose what you struggle with most. So here it is, personal development. I started the Slide Edge right after I became a coach, and then I switched over to Compound Effect for whatever reason. Finished that book, so I came back to the Slide Edge this week and was really excited. I found a version where it just had the whole book in like 10 or 15 minute clips, which is perfect because I always have 10 or 15 minutes. And so I've been a lot better about it this week, but the intro is by, what's his face? I just forgot who it's by. Who is it by? Jeff Olson. I got it. He said, 10 minutes a day, 10 pages a day. It's easy to do, but guess what else? It's easy not to do. Like Becky talked about, it's really easy to do, so we don't think that it makes a difference, and it might not. That very day, it might not make much of a difference. For me, it does. For me, it definitely puts my mind in the right spot. I like to do it first thing in the morning so that throughout the entire day, my mind is centered on what I need to accomplish, and it kind of pumps me up. Like, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I can conquer the world. That personal development is so important for that confidence that you need. Like Shauna talked about, that working out and personal development and inviting gives you that confidence. Inviting sometimes tears down your confidence. because people will say no, and they do say no a lot. Guess what? You're going to hear no 3 times for every one, or more than that, maybe 10 times for every one yes. You're going to hear no a lot. And that's hard. That's hard on the old ego to hear, no, I don't want you. No, I'm not interested. You kind of take it personally after a while. And you're like, what's wrong with me? I have good things to offer. Wait, do I have good things to offer? And you start questioning yourself. You start doubting. And when you let doubt start creeping in, that's when you're not going to be successful. Because if you don't believe in yourself, how the heck do you expect someone else to believe in you, to be their coach, to lift them up and inspire them to reach their goals? You have to stay on point. You have to work on yourself every single day. You cannot let doubt creep in. So I don't remember who shared it. It was on some training call. I've listened to a lot of training calls. But she talked about the waitress at the restaurant. And some of you might have heard this, but they talked about how the waitress goes around offering coffee to everybody. They don't discriminate. I mean, you might walk up to a family that looks totally Mormon or totally like they don't drink coffee, but guess what? She offers you coffee because that's her job. She says, hey, would you like some coffee? And you say, no, thanks. And she says, okay. And she moves promptly to the next table. Hey, would you like some coffee? She doesn't take it personally. It's not this big hit, like, why don't they like my coffee? It's coffee. Some people like coffee. Some people want coffee right now. Some people don't. Some people never will. But that's not the point. It's not you. It's not you. It's the product that you are offering. And sometimes people just aren't ready for that. But we can't let it be us. We can't let it be us that they're telling no to. They're telling the product no. They're not telling you no. But personal development, working on yourself and making sure that you feel good enough is so important. And that's when you're going to have success, when you feel like you have something to offer. That's why we talk about all the time, why? Why are you here? Why are you in this business? Because that's what you need to come back to at the end of the day. That's what's going to keep pushing you forward. Lindsay Matway at Summit this year, she talked a lot about personal development. I don't know if you know her story, but she was the top coach 2014. And she is crazy inspiring, like awesome, like way to go. But she said that personal development is the water to your roots. And that's big because, like Brigida talks about a lot, the whole farming concept, the whole you plant your seeds, you nurture your seeds, and then you have your time of harvest. The water is very important when it comes to growing your plants. So you plant your seed, that's your invite, that's Becky. You're gonna invite them, you're gonna plant your seed, you're gonna start a conversation. You're gonna look at what you're talking about, what you have to offer, and then you're gonna go and you're gonna read 10 minutes or 10 pages of a really good book. That's going to make you feel good. That's going to make you feel more confident. And that's going to help you work on yourself so that you can be your best self. And then you're going to keep talking to them and keep telling them that they're amazing and keep complimenting them and liking and commenting on their pictures and making them feel good too. And then guess what? That harvest is going to come. If you plant your seed and if you water it with your personal development and you nurture that person, you care about that person, you're going to see that harvest. It doesn't happen overnight. It won't happen overnight. And that's what we need to keep in mind. Even sometimes that doesn't work. Sometimes you have to completely change your direction and just say, hey, join my free group, or, something different. If they're not ready for that, you have so many other things to offer them. It's not just challenge groups. It's not just give me money. There's so many more dimensions to being a coach, and there's so much more that you have to offer. So talk to them and figure out what it is you have to offer that's going to benefit them. How can you add value? And so when you take that different direction, sometimes you have to self-evaluate. How are you acting? What are you posting? What are you talking about? How are you acting? Are you being an example? Are you being that beacon, that go-to person for health and fitness? Or are you just kind of not posting and not working out and just kind of like I'm a coach. Come let me be your coach. Or are you being that example? How are you acting? How are you reacting? When you hear that no, when you feel like you don't want to work out, when you feel like you don't want to do this anymore, why are you here? How are you reacting to those situations? Personal development is going to help you with how you react to situations. You know how to act, how to carry yourself, what to post about. I can't tell you how many ideas I've gotten for posts from books that I've read and things that people have said. I'm like, pause, write that down. That's amazing. I want to share that with everybody. So many times. But read your personal development. It's going to give you material for posting. You can make this cute little quote, put it on your wall, share it on everything, Instagram, Facebook, like page, everything. Bottom line, the growth takes place on the inside before you see it on the outside. With working out, with eating healthy, and with personal development. It happens so subtly, like so little, but over time that compound effect happens. And if you're making those a little bit better choices every single day, you're going to be moving in the right direction. If you're not making those decisions, it's a choice. You're choosing to do the things you need to, or you're choosing. So which path are you on? Little by little, every single day, you're going to be going one way or the other. So which way are you going? You can't choose for them. You can only choose for yourself. You just have to focus on yourself. If you become your best self and you work every single day and you post about it and you share it, you're going to attract people. People are going to want to be around you. They're going to want to hear what you have to say. So basically, bottom line, whatever you do matters. Every single day. It might not seem like it matters if you don't work out today. It might not seem like it matters if you don't invite somebody today, but it matters. Every little decision that you make every day matters. So you wake up, you show up, and you never, ever, ever give up.
Thank you.
Sure.
Do you guys have any questions you guys want anyone to answer? You can unmute yourself if you do.
You guys are awesome. Are you sure you don't have questions? Do you guys want book recommendations? What are you reading right now?
Yeah. Yeah, what are you guys reading? Unmute yourself.
I'm reading Eat That Frog.
What?
Eat That Frog.
Oh, good.
That frog. Get it.
I'm reading Start With Why. That's
I am doing the School of Greatness, the podcast.
nice. Those are good.
They are.
I'm reading Leaders Eat Last.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm
The Big Leap.
Oh, good.
Still.
Is that good?
So far. But I'm struggling reading every day, so.
It's easier to listen sometimes. I was talking to my team, and when I'm doing the dishes, I put on my headphones. When I'm folding laundry, I put on my headphones. When I'm showering, I put it on my speaker and have it blasting in my bathroom. You do what you have to do. While
When
you're
I'm
driving.
driving.
Yeah.
Driving.
How much time do you waste a day driving?
Yeah.
It's not wasted by
More than
learning.
I'm able to admit. Go to bed. Bedtime.
Nice. Who else? Tashi, what are you reading?
Oh, I said it earlier, but I think somebody else was talking too. You are a baddie.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
That's
you
a good one.
Yes, you are.
You like it?
That's what I'm
Are you
reading too.
Oh, are you reading it or listening to it?
Reading it
Okay.
right next to my bed.
Nice.
Very nice.
At
She's
first,
fun.
I was a little unsure because she just like drops the F-bomb and is like kind of crude, and I was like, I don't know. But I kept reading, and it's actually really
Yeah.
good.
So
I'm
the
almost
first
done.
two chapters were I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to keep listening to this. Because
Yeah,
And then
but I kept reading it because I'm like, you guys who I trust recommended it, so I'm like, maybe it's just good later, and it really is. I have like 1 or 2 chapters left. It's been really good.
good. Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
That's what I
husband, I made him listen to it with me. And so he got ahead and he was like, I told him, I said, I don't know if I can listen to this. He's like, no, keep listening. It gets better. So
Yeah. My mom's reading it too.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. That's what I'm reading too.
good. Do you like it?
I do. I was the same as Tashi. I was like, oh, I don't know if I can read this or not.
I
But-
know.
Tashi, I was on chapter 8 and Tashi told me to read chapter 17. It actually really, really helped me. It was kind of a turning point for me. So
Oh, good. I need to go, but I actually need to buy that book because it's hard listening to books sometimes because then I'm like, I want to go and flip back and find the part, where when you're reading or when you're listening to it, it's so much harder. You can't go, oh, well, I was on hour 3:56 or whatever. Like, it's just harder that way. So that's the one downfall of listening.
Yeah.
Who hasn't read The Slight Edge yet?
I love The Slight Edge.
Because I think that one is really important.
It is.
Yeah.
Like,
It is really.
so important. I need to reread it.
I need to read it again, too.
Me too.
I started it 2 days ago. I'm halfway through.
So have you guys read any of, what is his name? John C. Maxwell. Any of his books?
Just
Yes.
the compound effect.
No, John C. Maxwell, he does the 21 irreversible laws of leadership, I think. He has so many different, his are mainly leadership books, and they're excellent. He's fantastic.
They're really good.
I love, like, every single book that we've gotten, I've loved every single one.
No, you don't.
How Successful People Think is really good by him too.
Oh, okay.
And The Big Leap, Shauna's recommendation. The Big Leap by Gay Hendrickson is
My
amazing.
favorite.
And Sam, is that what you're reading right now, The Big Leap? I think she said that she was reading that.
That's amazing.
And what's that one? It's how to win over and influence people or something like
to
that.
win friends and influence people.
Yeah.
Is that a good one?
The number 2 coach said it was the only one she reads now.
Really?
Yeah, that's a really old one, but it's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
That
Eve Silverman
was a good-
highly recommends it.
Yep.
Oh, that one's hard. Like, it's a hard one to, like, go to the library and put on hold because then you're like, really, I'm not a loser. I know how to make friends.
Sure you do.
I don't know. That one will have to be an audible. All right. Well, I better run, you guys. I've got kids to still get in bed, lunches to make. So if you guys have any questions, let us know, but I'll post the recording in the team page.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.